Hi, class. Now that we've covered the four different types of tissues, why don't we do a little tissue review? These are things that have popped up on some of the old McGraw-Hill Connect quizzes. So let's try and get comfortable with some of the information that they've asked. It's important not just to look at the answers, but look at them all. Look at some of the distractors because oftentimes they pop up as well. So it's a drag and drop. So these should look familiar because these are the four different types of tissue: connective, epithelial, muscle, and neural. And all we're doing is plugging them into the description. So why don't we knock this one out first? There are three types of blank: skeletal, cardiac, and smooth. That should be a give me, right? That's muscle tissue. Let's look at the bottom one, neural tissue. Blank is composed of two types of cells, neurons and glial. I refer to them as neuroglial. Same thing, that would be nerve tissue. Okay, let's look at epithelial. Blank can be classified using the number of cell layers, remember simple or stratified, and the shape of the cell. Well, that would be cuboidal, stratified, or columnar. Well, that's epithelial. Let's look at epithelium again. Blank forms the surface layer of the body. That means the covering layer. It lines body cavities or tubules and can also make up glands. That's going to be epithelium. Which is the most diverse and abundant and widely distributed tissue? That's going to be connective. Which is widely distributed through the body to allow for movement of the skeleton? Well, that would be muscle tissue, or more specifically, that would be skeletal muscle, right? And then blank is a network of specialized cells that monitors the internal and external environment and initiates commands to which the body reacts. That's going to be neural tissue. So not too bad. Even by process of elimination, you should have been able to figure that out. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3 main categories of tissue. There's fluid connective tissue supporting and connective tissue proper. And then these were like a drag and drop. So fluid connective tissue is just blood and lymph. Supporting connective tissue is bone and cartilage. So there's hyaline cartilage, elastic cartilage, and fibrocartilage. Remember, fibrocartilage was type 1 collagen fiber, and hyaline cartilage is type 2 collagen fibers. Fibrocartilage is the strongest. We're thinking meniscus, intervertebral discs. Hyaline cartilage, we're thinking the end of the bones. And compact bone, that's your osteon. Connective tissue proper, that's areolar, adipose, reticular. These were dense, and then these were loose. Dense regular, dense irregular, and dense elastic is the loose connective tissue. Okay, again, we have epithelium, connective, muscle, and nervous, and it's a drag and drop. So nervous goes with nervous. Muscle tissue, that's smooth muscle, cardiac muscle, and even skeletal muscle. Epithelial tissue, the stuff that's named by the layers, simple, stratified, or pseudostratified, and things that have the shape, squamous, columnar, or even cuboidal, or transitional. Those are epithelium. Connective was areolar, adipose. Then you have elastic, hyaline, and compact. That would be, these two would be connective tissue proper, and then these would be the supporting. connective tissue. Okay, now we have the different types of cartilage. There's elastic cartilage, there's hyaline cartilage, and there's fibrocartilage. And they're giving different examples of cartilage that's found throughout the body, and you would have to put it under what category. So the fibrocartilage, these are type 1 collagen fibers. These are the thick ones, strongest in the body. So you have the intervertebral discs, the menisci of the knee, and the pubic symphysis. That's fibrocartilage. Hyaline cartilage, this is found at the end of your long bones that make up your joints. Between the nose, you have your nasal septum, your thyroid cartilage of your larynx, that's hyaline, and the tracheal rings, the cartilage that goes around your trachea. That's the thing that kind of looks like that. So these are the tracheal rings, right? And then you'd have your lungs over here. And then elastic, this has the flexibility. It would be the external ear, like the helix of the ear, at the back of the throat, the epiglottis, and inside the ear, the eustachian tube, all elastic. Okay, when I come back, I will just talk about the skin a little bit because the skin is made up of all 4 types of connective tissue.